Alright, everyone, good morning. Happy Friday, May 10th, 2024 at 0602. Today we have our day one outlook that we can look at. See what we got here today. So let's say first we got a marginal in Texas. And yeah, that's basically all we got there. But over here we got a really small enhanced in Florida mainly, but a little bit of Georgia. We got a slight in Florida and Georgia. And a little bit of South Carolina, if you can clearly see that. But yeah, we have a tiny slight up here in the South Carolina and the North Carolina. So yes. And last we have a marginal up here in Minnesota and Wisconsin mainly, and a little bit of Iowa is in it too. So we kind of have a busy day of risks, I guess we can call it. So today we've got Jacksonville, um, Valdosta, Georgia, I think is how we say it. Lakeside, Palm Valley, and Jacksonville Beach. Under an enhanced, we got Tallahassee, Savannah, Gainesville, Fayetteville, and Wilmington under a slight. In San Antonio, Minneapolis, Raleigh, St. Paul, and not Charlotte, Orlando under a marginal. So, yes, let's see what we've take a dive in and see what we are expecting today. Not much happening for the tornado risk, that's for sure. It's only a 2%. It's basically extending from Mississippi all the way, into Florida, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. That's pretty much it. There's not really too much of a tornado risk today. We only have 2%. So places like Jacksonville, Mobile, Tallahassee, Savannah, and Gainesville, you won't really be seeing much of the tornado risk today. Although you might see an EF0, maybe an EF1, but can't fully rule that out. So, yeah. Today's wind risk, we've got a 5% in Texas. We've got, of course, a 30% in Florida, 15%, and a 5% down here. So that's what's going to be impacting us. And then we've got a 5% up here. So, yes. So I would say, yep, there it is. The 30% is Jacksonville, Valdosta, Lakeside, Palm Valley, and Jacksonville Beach. The 15% is Tallahassee, Savannah, Gainesville, Fayetteville, and Wilmington. And San Antonio, Minneapolis, Raleigh, St. Paul, and Omaha are under, Orlando. Why do I keep mistaking Orlando as some other city? I don't get it. But anyway, damaging winds today, we might see some, especially in, Florida and Georgia and stuff like that. We'll see those maybe 60 to 70 miles an hour. I cannot really be ruling out any greater than 70 miles per hour. I can rule out that it might hit 70 miles an hour wind gusts, though. But for the 5% areas, like in Texas, down here, and then up here, we might see wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. Possible, maybe we might hit 65, but I can't guarantee that. So yeah, that's today's wind risk, and we have hail risk for today. We've got 5% in Texas, and of course we get a 5% and a little 10%, 15% up in a little bit of South Carolina, but mainly North Carolina. Eastern North Carolina mainly has it. So yeah, we're not really expecting too much out of today. Actually, we've got Fayetteville, Wilmington, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Florence, and New Bern. And we've got San Antonio, Jacksonville, Mobile, Tallahassee, and Savannah under a 5%. So, yeah, for those of you who are under the 15%, you might see isolated hail of maybe 2 inches in diameter. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it. And the 5%, you might not see anything greater than 1 inch in diameter, which is also quarter size. If you do, it might be 1.25 inch, but that's pretty much it. Nothing greater than really 1 inch. Anyway, here's what the Storm Prediction Center says for today. So severe thunderstorms capable of producing damaging winds are possible today across parts of South Georgia into North Florida. A few severe storms capable of producing damaging winds and hail are also possible across northeast South Carolina into southeast North Carolina. But they also are not wrong about the Texas and and the there it is, Minnesota and Wisconsin, and a little bit of Iowa. They're still not wrong for that, but anyway, yes, those are today's risks. We actually are not really that busy tomorrow and Sunday there goes the website resetting on me, but anyway, yep. That's basically it. Going to be it for today. Again, if you live somewhere where you might get some severe weather, I would just stay weather aware for today, and just keep an eye out for warnings. So, stay weather aware and stay safe.